While target setting has dominated the corporate climate discussion for probably over a decade, moving to action proves to be a lot more challenging than many enterprises thought. And the big frontier that we currently see coming up is tackling Scope 3. So how can enterprises leverage their purchasing power to effectively decarbonize their entire supply chain? The data on that challenge is clear. On average, it's roughly 60 to 90% of emissions that come from outside of your own company's footprint. And that is something that you need to tackle. And the way that you can tackle this is fundamentally different from how you tackle your internal reductions. In Scope 3, you need to get other parties to contribute to that. So while this is an unprecedented challenge for many enterprises out there, and this is what we hear over and over, engaging more deeply with suppliers usually also comes with a real opportunity. It normally means that you increase transparency. It helps to factually then reduce cost, and it also gives opportunity to co-innovate and collaborate. And what we're seeing with leading enterprises in climate is exactly this happening. It's a paradigm shift, and enterprises are moving from just asking for better sustainability performance or certain metrics to really empowering suppliers in their entire supply chain to take action that is impactful, but also compliant with the bias requirements. And there's three main things that enterprises are doing right now. The first is establishing clear frameworks and quality standards. And this can be metric-based or science-based. The second thing is enterprises are starting to provide for super easy solution, which means they give access to the right resources immediately. They also leverage technology, because Scope 3 is always a huge data and a huge coordination problem. And technology can really help to make that easy and seamless. And we see the wider climate community pick this up. In the recent draft update of the renewed net zero standard of SBTI, the Science Based Target Initiative, a lot of the work and changes go into making it easier to tackle Scope 3, right? It's about reducing the barriers that make it so hard for many enterprises to reduce these 60 to 90% of emissions they have to get down in order to achieve net zero. What we actually see leading companies do is they collaborate way more closely with core suppliers, and they empower them and give them tools to take credible, impactful climate action that is also aligned with the buyer's targets. To make this really easy, we've introduced CEEZER Nexus. CEEZER Nexus is a purpose-built enterprise solution that allows you to do exactly that, help set clear standards, secure supply that is compliant with your requirements, and then make it extremely easy for your suppliers to co-invest with you in carbon removal and the necessary climate solutions. So the best time to actually start transforming your supply chain was probably yesterday. The second best time is probably today. And what we want to tell you is the solutions are there. CEEZER Nexus is readily available, and we're already working with leading clients on really helping their entire supply base engage in credible, impactful, and science-based climate action.